What's up guys, it's Flash with tradingwithflash.com. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to swing trade for beginners, so stay tuned. So guys, this is swing trading for beginners. I made this screen a lot simple than the one I normally use, but if you're a beginner I would start with this one or look at my other videos of trading indicators. And that will give you more of an understanding of what I use for my swing screen. But this was my swing screen when I started, when I was a beginner. So all I had as a move as an EMA, was a 9 EMA and a 25 EMA. The reason why I use these are up in the corner here. The green is the 9 and the blue is the 25. I like to have a kind of tight reading on it, and if I'm swing trading I would be using the daily chart as well as the hourly. And I would be looking for kind of entries upon the daily, the hourly, and I'd also kind of have a flick back to the 15 just to see how it's performing intraday as well. But my patterns would go off the daily and the hourly. So I'm just going to go over some of the basics with you guys. Again, I did do another video on indicators. If you want to go have a look, I go into a bit more detail with the RSI and the MACD. But I'm just going to kind of briefly go over it for you beginner guys. So the way I would read a beginner chart with the two RSIs I'm using, now I still use these, but I just use a lot more now. But I would be looking for a basic. What I would be doing here is I would be looking for a basic, a conservative swing trading technique, which I do talk about in swing trading techniques. I do give two polar opposite techniques I do use, but as a beginner I'd be a lot more conservative with my swings. So let's read the chart in this area here, for example. This is actually a nice candle pattern you're getting here. What you have is you have a gap down, a huge red candle. You're kind of getting a morning star and evening star. I always get them mixed up. I just know the patterns. I just always get the names mixed up. So I apologize if I'm getting it mixed up. And you have your big red bullish engulfing candle here, and what this is a sign of is this is a sign of an uptrend regardless of the EMA. If you're just reading candle patterns, that's a great sign of an uptrend there. Let's say you're going off this section right here, as we said. So one of the techniques that I would recommend for you to use is the conservative technique. So let the candles catch up with the 9 EMA. Let the candles build up here. Do not enter the trade until the candle breaks and holds the 9 EMA. What you're doing here is you're being conservative, and your stop would be as soon as it breaks through the 9 EMA. You would, where are we going? Here there, it's kind of just a close-up. It's a little bit better for you. So we're here now. So what you would do is you'll be getting in of the break and the hold above the 9 EMA. Regardless that you're leaving all this money on the table, don't worry about it. We want you to kind of get consistent, and we want you to get safe plays. So this is a conservative technique we're using. So the break above the 9 EMA, you would be entering this trade. Again, if you want to have a look down at your MACD, is then here you got your crossover on your MACD as well to confirm. Your RSI was at 30, so it was oversold, which again is a 3 out of 3 indication that the trade is solid, and it would be a good indication to enter the trade. So you get in above the break of the EMA for your swing trade. You would be riding the EMA up. As I said, your stop would be a break of pattern, so break of EMA. This would be your stop if you got in on the confirmation of this day here. It would be the break of the EMA. Now, as the trend goes up, you would remove this EMA. That stop. It's irrelevant, and you would actually, what you're looking for here is to see, is it getting rejected by the 25 EMA? It did. It got pushed back down. Now, you could have exited here upon the first rejection of the EMA. But what I would recommend is when you're seeing the green EMA catch up with the blue EMA, so when you're seeing the 9 catch up with the 25, what you're hoping for here is what you call an EMA crossover, which we got an EMA crossover right here in this section, which indicated a move to the upside in a stronger manner. So it's a much more stronger confirmation of a move to the upside because we got the EMA crossover technique. Now you can use this intraday as well, but it's obviously a lot stronger on a daily for a swing pattern. It's a more of a longer length one as well. The intraday one would be a lot shorter, but the same technique does apply. So you would have got the crossover of the EMA here, which indicated the trend has reversed from a downtrend into an uptrend, and this was your move. So it was hugely successful move here, which was a great return on your entry point. Now, what I want to just show you is you played it safe. You waited for the confirmation of the break of the EMA, which was great. Regardless that you left a couple of dollars on the table, it wasn't even my mistake. You were leaving about 30 cents here, 30 something cent on the table, which is fine. You wait for confirmation to the move onto the upside. Now, would you really be bothered with what you left on the table in comparison to the move you got? I wouldn't, because I waited. I was safe. I was conservative. I waited for it. I got a bigger move to the top. I don't care. I left 30 cents on the table because that was my plan and I stuck to it. And you got your EMA crossover, which is a signal. Now, if this EMA, like it got rejected and had to start to curl down and looked like it was separating, like for example in this scenario here, right here, it didn't cross and it turned right down and started to go the opposite way, I would have covered my position here if that had happened. It didn't happen into the close, which was fine, and we got the confirmation of the cross, so it was a lot safer play. Guys, if you do want to see more of the indicators that I recommend, as I said, I did make the other videos on it, go check them out. And this would be my screen setup for if I was a beginner. This is what I would use, as I said, the 9, the 25 EMA, the RSI, and the MACD. Okay guys, I hope this helped. If you did like it, please leave a comment in the video, and thanks for watching. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I do use a pattern cheat sheet, and it is in the description below if you guys want to download the free pattern cheat sheet I like to use. It might help you in your trading, so God bless. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. There is a link in the description below. I've prepared a full module of everything you need to know how to get started in the stock world from A to Z, all the way from what platforms to use to affordable education. And I go into huge detail about candles. Check that link, guys. I hope you all enjoy.